you're looking for something that contains glycolic acid or salicylic acid, especially for the treatment of your acne or for texture on your skin or just to even out your skin tone because of hyperpigmentation, then you might want to check out this Skin Science by Pharma Solutions GlySal Cleanser. Hello everyone, so you're welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the Skin Science by Pharma Solutions GlySal 5:2 exfoliating cleanser. So this is what it looks like. Hello everyone, you're welcome to my channel. If you're new, you're welcome, and if you've been here and you're here to support me, I say thank you. So I'm going to be talking about my experience with this cleanser, and I would like to hear from you if you've tried this cleanser before, what exactly your experience was. Now basically this cleanser contains glycolic acid and salicylic acid. So what's glycolic acid? When you hear acids, sometimes you're afraid, but there's no need to be afraid. So we have skin exfoliating acids that are used in skincare to help smooth out the surface of your skin. Glycolic acid is an alpha hydroxy acid, and then salicylic acid is a beta hydroxy acid. The two of them have some similarities but also complement each other when they are in formulation together, like in the case of this cleanser. Glycolic acid helps to exfoliate the topmost layers of the skin, but the strength of the glycolic acid in any formulation determines the depth to which it actually exfoliates. So in at-home treatments, you can have 2%, 5%, like is in the case in this cleanser, as well as even concentrations up to like 10%. Then you have up to 30% in pills, which when I think about that, I'm like hyperventilating, but that's okay. Now, of course, in-office pills are much stronger. That's the ones that doctors and dermatologists use in clinic. They have strengths of up to 70%. I know that we see all this kind of fuzzy percentages and concentration online, but please, I assure you, a concentration of 70% glycolic acid is not something that you want to be using at home, because it even requires a neutralizer for you to be able to stop the action of that acid after you've applied it on your skin. So you don't want to joke with it. And those are concentrations that even used to even remove thick things like warts from the skin. Now let's talk about glycolic acid and what it does. Glycolic acid helps to, like I said, exfoliate your skin. It also helps in anti-aging because it stimulates, in higher concentrations, stimulates collagen and elastin in the skin, which gives your skin that plumpiness, the thickness of the skin. Also, glycolic acid helps to, take away, like ease fine lines and wrinkles on the skin, especially when you use them as pills in high concentration. Also, if you're suffering from hyperpigmentation, glycolic acid also helps to exfoliate the cells that actually contain this pigment that kind of give you that dullness of skin. So let's talk about salicylic acid. Salicylic acid, on the other hand, actually helps. It's an acid that goes deep within the pores to exfoliate, help to remove the excess skin cells that clog up the pores and cause the acne. What salicylic acid also does extra is that it helps oil control. It helps to flush out all the oil that stays within the pores of the skin that will give you all those acne bumps. So having the two of them in a cleanser like this is a great combination. The reason why is because sometimes with acne, the pores are so clogged that sometimes even using the salicylic acid, it's difficult for it to actually penetrate into the deeper layers of the skin, because salicylic acid is not as good of an exfoliant or a surface exfoliant as glycolic acid. So what glycolic acid will do is to prime the skin, get rid of the surface cells to allow salicylic acid to go and do the work that it is supposed to do, which is to decongest your pores. So if you are someone that is dealing with a lot of texture, whiteheads, blackheads and all those things, having a cleanser like this that has both glycolic and salicylic acid will be helpful for you. So today I'm going to be giving you my first impression regarding this cleanser, just so that you can judge whether it is something you would like to try or you give a pass. Let's talk about the packaging. It comes in this very flexible tubing, okay, that is with a not flip top, but a cap that you turn off, and the cleanser within it looks like an emulsion kind of thing. So it has gel and with some particles, and that's why when you look at the surface, it says shake well before using. So the texture is kind of, you feel a little bit of, not gritty, but there is, you do feel some particles in it initially, but as you blend into your skin, you stop having that sensation. Now let's talk about the key ingredients in this formulation. So of course, we said we have 5% glycolic acid as well as 2% salicylic acid. So this is not just a cleanser to just use anytime you like and all that. You have to be purposeful with using this cleanser. Because of those exfoliating ingredients, it's not one of the things I will say you should use and at the same time use a retinoid in the same routine. The other key ingredients that you have here are cocamidopropylbutane, which is a gentle surfactant. So understandably, in this kind of formulation where you already have exfoliants, you don't want something that is too stripping. Do you understand? Yeah, it has cocoa glucoside. It contains glycerin, which is good. It also contains citric acid. So the very moment I applied this cleanser on my skin, you know, it hits me like I felt the sting from the very first touch, and it continued as I applied the cleanser on my skin. Now, one of the things that you can experience with glycolic acid or salicylic acid in you know, when you apply in your skincare is that yes, there could be a little bit of tingle when you apply it, but it shouldn't burn. Do you understand? So what I felt was more of the tingling sensation. So I felt it immediately. It touched my skin, and I would say that my skin barrier is very healthy, very intact. Do you understand? So it wasn't because of, you know, using a lot of actives or anything. It just, you know, happened right away. So I applied this all over my face and, you know, just try to massage to leave on for some time. The key to using ingredients like this is that you need to make sure that you are not just rinsing it off. You're giving it some time to actually act on the skin. For instance, if you go for peels, they apply the peels depending on the strength and the concentration. You know, they want between like 5 minutes, 3 minutes, you know, 15 minutes for very, you know, maximum depth peels. So if you're using a cleanser like this, you're not just going to wash it off immediately. You need to try to massage it and give it time to actually do the exfoliation. Most importantly is that you want to, of course, avoid areas like sensitive areas like the eyes, you know, your lips, obviously, just so that you don't get the cleanser there. With any glycolic acid or salicylic acid, or as with any glycolic acid products, you could feel some redness, some tingling sensation. You know, you could feel, some people could feel real serious irritation and burns and all that. So you want to also be careful. What I recommend, this product says that you should wet your face, rinse well, apply and rinse well. It says you should start with 1 application daily, then increase to 2 or 3 times daily if needed. If bothersome dryness occurs, reduce application to once a day or alternate days. What I would say is that it's more like the reverse. Yes, you're starting with, I don't even want you to start your application with once a day, especially if you're just new to using exfoliating agents. What I would suggest is that you should actually just start with once or twice a week, especially if you have acne and it's non-inflammatory, meaning that it's not angry looking and, you know, the pustules, they're all red, they're itchy, they're stinging. Don't even bother to start using this. Let your skin calm down. Use very calm skincare ingredients, fragrance-free, gentle cleansers. You know, start with that first. When your inflammation calms down, then you want to go in with something like this. And I will always say, of course, patch tests. Don't be like me. Patch test your products, like apply behind your ears, in your inner arm, just to see if you will have any irritation. Because you know, my issue is that if you look all over your body, just look at the scars that you have or you've had since you were a child. What happened was you had an injury and your skin, you know, repaired that injury, but some hyperpigmentation followed and it has remained with you ever since. So the point is that in using some of these skincare ingredients, you want to err on the side of caution, be more conservative. So what I always advise is start slow and start low and then take it up from there. So start once a week and then gradually up it, you know, maybe to twice a week, And one of the things is that you listen to your skin. Your skin tells you when it has gotten to its maximum. So if you use it twice a week, 3 times, and you start using every maybe night, for instance, and the first time you introduced it, every night, you began to see massive irritation. One of the things that that will immediately tell you, oh, step back, and you already know, oh, this is my threshold, this is my limit. Should you choose this product? So what will I say? I would say this product is good, and the fact that it is readily available here in Nigeria makes it even more fantastic, because you don't have to, because Pharma Solutions is actually a pharmaceutical company in Nigeria, and that is so awesome. I like that this product, it has the expiry date, the batch number, you can even see the NAFDAC number there, the period after opening of 24 months, which is 2 years, all the instructions. I'm really pleased with this cleanser. While it did give me some tingles, obviously I'm not the kind of person that will use this too frequently, maybe once, maybe maximum twice a week. And I think it did sting or tingle because I usually have that effect with salicylic acid or touted, and that's because I have dry skin. And so usually when salicylic acid just touches my skin, I always have that tingle. So I think that's what was going on here. So should you choose this product? So if you are someone that has oily, acne prone skin, this will be a good thing for you, because it will help to control the oil. It will also help to exfoliate your skin and prevent you from having new breakouts. For somebody that has dry skin like myself, I think an essence like this ISNTREE Clear Essence that has 8% AHAs. So that AHA is actually a combination of glycolic and lactic acid, which means that with exfoliation also comes a lot of hydration that these two acids can provide for you. So if you are dry skinned, I would actually say you should go for that. But if you have oily, acne prone skin, or if you have aging skin, like you have matured skin, and you need something to be able to help you to renew and regenerate your cells, exfoliate gently in a cleanser form, it's also a good thing. The other good thing about having a product in a cleanser form is that because the contact time is shorter, meaning that it's not on your skin for too long, it also reduces the amount of irritation that you would have. Some people use this without any issues, but like I said, listen to your skin, start small and then take it up from there. But listen to your skin, and at the point where you are beginning to feel like, or at the point where you've gotten the results that you want, so you're doing your exfoliation, maybe you're doing it 3 times a week and you're fine with that, then there's no point increasing it. I mean, it's like baking a cake and you just have all the ingredients right, the sugar is just right, the flour is right, the eggs are right. Chief baker in my mind. I haven't baked in years anyway. So, and then suddenly you're like, maybe if I added more sugar, it will be even better. It doesn't work that way. You understand? So that's the thing with your skin. Once you've achieved and gotten to the results that you want, just maintain it at that point, because stepping over that is recipe for trouble. And sometimes the effect you're unable to, adequately reverse, or you have to spend time and energy trying to reverse the effects of that. So in all, how was my experience? So obviously after applying the cleanser, leaving it for some time, I then went on to wash off this cleanser. I made sure I rinsed over and over again. And as I began to rinse, the tingle started to reduce. And what I felt immediately after was, there was some smoothness to the texture of my skin. Obviously, I really don't have a lot of bumps on my skin, but I actually did feel, it did give some slight exfoliation that I was able to feel after using this cleanser. Of course, it might be a bit too early to judge, and one may need to use it for longer. But the most important thing was that immediately after I, rinsed with water, the tingling sensation really declined. So because I still felt a bit of the tingle afterwards, and I'd rinsed several times, I went in with my COSRX Snail Mucin, and I applied this. It's a very hydrating essence, and I applied this all over my face, and I immediately that just eradicated all that tingle immediately. And then I finished off with the Cicaplast Balm, which contains Madecassoside, which is a very calming, so it's a calming and soothing ingredient. And so for sessions like this where you exfoliate, or you maybe like retinoids or anything that has the potential to irritate your skin, you want to reach out for a moisturizer or any of your skincare products that will contain madecassoside, to just ensure that it helps to soothe your skin and then calms down any irritation. Because at the end of the day, the most important thing about glycolic acid or any exfoliation or any treatment you put on your skin is that you want to reduce inflammation. You don't want any skin irritation, because that will lead to hyperpigmentation. So what are the things that I want you to take note of when you use a cleanser like this? So most importantly, after exfoliating, don't use another exfoliating product. So don't cleanse with this and then go and use maybe the Paula's Choice BHA toner, for instance. They contain both products contain exfoliant, and there's no point topping up the exfoliating routine that you've done with another thing. Also, this is not the time to go in for manual exfoliation. So you won't use this, then you now go and use maybe a, what they call it, scrub again, like a manual scrub on your skin. You're asking for plenty trouble, and I won't be there to beg on your behalf. So please don't do that. Also, that's not the time to steam your face, any sort of heat. The most important thing is that you do not want to irritate your skin at all. Lastly, you want to ensure that you finish off with, of course, adequate moisturizing, and then you need to apply your sunscreen. I went on to apply the Altruist SPF fluid, SPF 50, or sunscreen fluid in SPF 50, and that's because this sunscreen has a 5-star boot rating, which tells us about how much UVA protection. UVA is the component of the ultraviolet rays that is actually implicated in hyperpigmentation or the darkening of our skin. And one of the things is that when you use an exfoliant, it makes you a bit more sensitive to the effects of sun exposure. What it just basically means, just think about it. If you had like thick skin cells and then you kind of removed the top layer of those skin cells, what happens is that more of the sun rays will be able to penetrate and then cause more DNA damage, and we don't want that. We don't want hyperpigmentation, so we want to ensure that we're protecting our skin with sunscreen. If you've used this product before, and I want you to share your experience in the comment section. Let me know exactly what your experience was. So if you have watched me up until this time, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. And of course, share this video. Someone else out there may actually be looking for the solution to their acne. And this glycolic salicylic acid cleanser from Skin Science by Pharma Solutions can actually be the key to helping them with their acne. I would love to hear from you, and you can ask your questions in the comment section. I would love to answer them. So take care. Bye-bye.